Hello, friends, and welcome to Live at 5. It is good to see you, as always. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Sorry, that was annoying, but hey, hi, here we are. Welcome to another episode of Live at 5. I am your host, Chris Tennyson, head of Academy at Trike Theater, and we are here today to talk about what's going on at Trike Theater. And we have lots of fun stuff to talk about. So, to help me get us started, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a very, very special friend of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Molly Armour. Yes, joining us as always. There she is. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
There we are. There we are. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. How was your week? I feel like I saw you last week.
I saw you earlier today.
Well, I mean, that's true, but like, as far as, this is concerned.
Right. It's been pretty good, still raining and gross.
Yeah, the weather's a little swampy. I was gonna go try and mow my backyard before the rain started today, but I didn't get it done. Yeah.
This is riveting.
Isn't this? This is gripping entertainment right here. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
So you are here today to talk with us about another one of our summer camps. We have our summer camp spotlight segment.
Oh, yeah.
So what camp are we talking about today?
Today I actually, hold on. I need a prop.
A prop? I love props. Prop comedy is one of my favorites. Who didn't love Carrot Top?
So today.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about. Can you see the whole thing?
Well, when you squinch down, yeah, that's good. You look like
Does this look normal?
Yes, you look great. You look great.
This is
Oh, hey, I just saw on the thing someone's watching now. So we got
I wonder who's watching. Hey out there.
Yeah, hi. Welcome. I don't know who you are, but I guess we should start acting like professionals.
$5 says it's Olivia.
Feel free to join our live chat if you have questions or comments or would like us to get on with things.
Oh, cool. They can chat and ask us questions?
They can chat and ask us questions. Yeah, the internet's an amazing thing. Or like that. You look like a cast member from Quilters. It's good.
I named him last year. I let the students name him last year, and I, for the life of me, can't remember his name. His name
was like Smedley?
It was definitely. Does this look like a Smedley to you?
Smedley the spider.
No, his name's Edgar now. I just changed it just this second.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good. So this hat, yes.
So yeah.
Only mean we're talking about one camp.
Yep. And that camp is Trike School of the Magical Arts.
Yes! Trike School of the Magical Arts. This is, I gotta say, probably our favorite camp of the year.
Yeah. 100%.
Why? Why is it our favorite camp?
Because we do this in all of our Trike camps, but especially in Trike School of the Magical Arts, we really explore what it means to be strong, brave, creative, and kind. Because just like in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, we split into 4 houses and we learn really cool stuff and earn house points.
So you mean that like when I go there, I like when a young artist goes there, they're good. They could be like a Gryffindor or like a Ravenclaw. No. But you said
they can be those things in here. But at Trike School of the Magical Arts, you get sorted into the Trike houses.
What are the Trike houses?
The Trike houses. Okay, I've never actually released this information on live or on the air at all.
Oh,
why not? Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
So the 4 Trike houses are Dragglehat. Okay, which Chris and I are clearly Dragglehads.
You're Dragglehads, absolutely.
That's the strong house, and the mascot is a turtle.
It's a turtle.
Because turtle shells are really strong.
They are. They are.
Our second house is called Grizzlehorn, and that's the brave house, and the mascot is a bear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Grizzly. I get it.
We also have Thumper Sly, which is our kind house, and the mascot is a rabbit.
Nice.
And then we also have Fluttermud.
Yes.
Which, is the creative house, and the mascot is a butterfly.
Wonderful. So if someone enrolls in the Trike School of the Magical Arts, they get sorted into these houses, and then it sounds very similar to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Do they take kind of magically themed classes?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We do potions, we do charms, we do care of magical creatures. Yeah, we even
awesome.
do, even in this virtual platform, because this is one of our only virtual camps this year, we still will be doing a little Quidditch, because we have Quidditch training every day.
That is true. Wow. Well, that'll be fun to see how that translates. Yeah. So who is this camp for? Right? If I'm a parent and I happen to come across this footage and I'm like, well, okay, it sounds fun, but I don't know what kind of kid is really best suited for this camp?
So this is going to be a great camp for families who still aren't ready yet to go back in person, because it is virtual. It is for ages 3rd through 8th, and that's going into 3rd grade.
Right.
Yes. So this camp, I'm going to be honest with you, it's great for everyone. You don't have to have done theater before. You don't have to be super outgoing. You can be really, really outgoing. And if you are, you'll probably get put in my house, because that's where we go. But you can be shy. You can be uncertain of doing theater. We're not going to be doing your typical theater things. We are, but they won't know. It's a great place to make friends. I was so shocked. We did this camp last year online, and I was so touched at how close the campers got to each other through the virtual platform in just a week.
I'm so glad you said something about that, because obviously this is a camp that we've normally done in person. And yeah, I remember you and I having a lot of serious discussions about whether or not to go through with the camp in a virtual setting, whether or not we thought we could deliver a camp experience that was going to even be something the kids would enjoy. Yeah. And I have to say, I was so surprised and so enthused at how successful that camp translated to a virtual setting. With the exception of the Dungeons and Dragons camp, maybe the Trike School of Magical Arts camp translated itself better to a virtual environment than anything else we did last summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that was really neat to see. So, another question. I know that the materials that are needed, because I know there are things we do in this camp like wand making, and you said we take potions classes, and
yep.
And I know there's like a divination class. Are our parents going to have to run around and buy a million things because It's a virtual? What do you mean? No.
So if you enroll in the Trike School of Magical Arts, you will be given a special magical artist kit with everything you need in it.
Like it's got all the supplies that I'll need to experience the camp.
Like your standard pencil. It's got everything you need inside. It's got all of your crafts you'll need for any class that involves crafts. It's got all of your things printed out ahead of time for you that you'll need for all of your classes. It's also going to have all of the magical ingredients for our potions classes as well.
That's fantastic. And another thing, since this camp is virtual, that means it's open to more than just Northwest Arkansas residents, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Anybody from anywhere within those age ranges can take this camp.
So if you've got like a cousin in Cleveland, they can take the camp.
Yep, and we can ship that magical kit to them.
If you've got a sibling in Sarasota, they can take the camp.
They can take the camp.
If you've got a friend in Phoenix, they can take the camp.
They can take the camp.
If you have an acquaintance in Albany, can they take the camp?
They can take the camp.
All right, here we go. If you have an enemy in England, can they take the camp?
They can still take the camp.
That's amazing.
And by the end of the camp, they won't be your enemy.
That is, how can you say no? How can you say no to that? So, Molly, when is this camp happening?
This camp is, I'm actually going to read this right off my page because I will say the wrong dates. It is the 12th through the 16th of July.
July 12th through July 16th. And if parents or folks wanted to get more information or to go and enroll in this great camp today, how can they do that?
Well, they can visit us at triketheater.org, and that's theater with an R-E. They can also email me directly if they have any questions. Molly at triketheater.org, and that's Molly with an I-E, theater with an R-E.
That's good. We're getting taglines. I like it. Molly, I thank you for.
Hey! Before you thank me.
Oh no!
I got a little treat for you.
I was so close.
In my journey to find humor, I've come across some zingers this week, Mr. Chris.
Have you?
Sure. So actually, before I read my jokes, I found a fun fact that I thought I would share that I didn't know.
Okay.
Did you know that there is a stage before frostbite? Do you know what it is, and do you know what it's called?
No.
This is not a joke. Like, this is an actual thing.
Oh, okay.
It's called frostnip.
No.
That is, yes.
No.
I found it on the internet. I looked it up. Even Mayo Clinic uses frostnip as a term. Are you looking it up right now?
It's real.
I know. It's so funny. Okay. I thought that was
okay. So frostnip, you heard it
Frostnip,
here.
yeah.
Well, we heard it here first. Maybe everybody knew that frostnip was a thing already.
I bet you Matt, one of our other guests tonight, is gonna be like, I knew that.
I knew frostnip.
I knew it was frostnip. Okay. Here we go. Why don't we just get to what you've all been waiting for? What do you call a fake noodle?
What do you call a fake noodle? I don't know.
An impasta.
I hate that I laughed at that. That's good. That's good.
Okay. This one really got me. What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
A carrot.
No.
I like it. Okay.
Terrible. Okay,
What do you call an old snowman?
What do you call an old snowman?
Water.
Because it melts. Well done.
Okay, I've got two more.
All right.
What's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
I don't know.
Oops.
This is a good batch today.
I know.
This is a good batch today.
Yeah. And they all came from the same site. Okay, so this is the last one. It's theater themed. Had to throw it in there.
All right.
Did you hear about the actor who fell through the floorboards?
I did not hear about the actor who fell through the floorboards.
He was just going through a stage.
Mm-hmm. And with that, Molly, I want to thank you. You're going to be back later, my friend,
Yeah,
to do some fun shenanigan type stuff.
that's what I'm
But
here for.
yep. But until then, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Molly Armour, folks, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Now I want to bring on someone you folks may have met already, but you haven't met this season. So let's give a big round of applause for our second comedy correspondent, Kate Rockwood. Ladies and gentlemen, there is Kate. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm I'm good. I was sitting here waiting to come on, and then I just hear Rockwood.
that's sorry, I guess that's a little shocking. Well, thank you so much for being on. Now, you have, gosh, how long have you been working with Trike?
I feel like it's been about 4 years now. I did character camp was my first thing when I think I was either 10 or 11.
Yeah, and we have so loved getting to work with you. Viewers might remember Kate from our production of Sleepy Hollow. Kate also was the ghost of Christmas Future and Frida in A Christmas Carol. In addition to that, Kate was on stage as Rondi at the Walton Arts Center and Trike's production of Sideways Stories from Wayside School.
Love that role.
That was so much fun. I had so much fun doing that. A great cast. You obviously part of that. And now you are you're also one of our ambassadors, obviously. And you and Matt, who folks met a couple weeks ago, are kind of Trike's new youth comedy correspondents here. So Kate and Matt are going to be providing, improv, sketch comedy, lots of fun content for our YouTube channel coming up in the future. And I just wanted to take a minute before we launch. I think you have a little something prepared for us today.
Prepared.
Prepared. So, how did you first kind of get into comedy?
I mean, I'm interested in like all types of different genres. But comedy definitely was the first thing that came more easily to me, and it definitely helped my self-esteem. When I came into Trike, I was very shy and very quiet, and very nervous all the time. And I think one thing that really boosted my self-esteem throughout the years was making people laugh. Like I remember one time I had an acting class, I believe. I think it was voice and movement. Yep, it was voice and movement, and I had to write a monologue for the final performance. And so I wrote one that was comedy, and I thought like I wasn't really sure about it. I thought like, maybe this will get like a chuckle or two, but I was just like hoping that it was funny. And when I performed it, people actually laughed. So I was like, oh, thank God.
I got to tell you, I've spent some time doing stand-up comedy, and you're right, there's very few things that feel as gratifying as somebody laughing at something you wrote or something that you've created. I'm so glad that happened for you. So, who are your comedy influences?
Oh.
Or what are your comedy influences? Maybe who's the wrong way to say that.
I think my dad played a role because he is the one who's responsible for me being way too into dad jokes. Specifically, the level where it's like you say it and it takes the person like 2 seconds to be like, wait, why was that funny?
Those are the best. Those are the best.
Yeah, so much so that I have a t-shirt that my dad got me that I wear almost unironically now that says dad jokes, don't you mean rad jokes?
Oh, whoo! I look forward to all of the material you're going to be bringing to us in the next over the next several years, Kate.
It's not only dad jokes, it's more.
So, do you have like kind of, I don't know, favorite comedians, favorite shows, like what are when you want to laugh yourself? Where do you go?
Um, I think a classic that pretty much everybody does is John Mulaney.
Oh,
Um, obviously, I
yeah.
love like his use of irony and sarcasm, and like when he's kind of getting into more dark humor, it's not the like offensive dark humor, but it's just more of like something that's like laughing at your own pain, just so it's like it's not that bad, it's not that scary, but it's so funny to me. And I have like a sketch idea that my brother gave me. He just kind of suggested, what if you did a sketch about this, which kind of really explains that perfectly, I think. So it's supposed to be set on a show kind of like Big Bang Theory, anything with like a laugh track, like Friends and all that. Except somebody's giving labor, but they're still cracking the old jokes like, glad it's her and not me.
I like it. I like it. I am looking forward to seeing this sketch develop. Uh, yeah, I know that one of the things that you and I have talked about is both of us have a real fondness for sketch comedy and all of the things that are involved in that. I know Kate and I have talked a lot about SNL sketches and SNL episodes and things like that. So you are planning to kind of spearhead some sketch writing. Yeah, it looks like Trike Theater is gonna get a writer's room here pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we can get a good team together. I think it'll be a great learning experience for everyone. And I think it'll just be really fun to make some quick sketches. I kind of got the whole idea of making a sketch comedy group from a show I watched called Smosh. It's just a group. They do a bunch of different things, but one of their main things is making sketch comedy together. And like a big part of what inspired me is whenever you see the blooper reels, it's just like it's such a fun, like lighthearted thing to do with like people you like. So it's yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Kate, I have loved getting to know you over these last 4 years, and I know our audience is going to love getting to know you over these next several years on Live at 5 and on our YouTube channel and on our stage, obviously. Like you said, you had a little something prepared. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear for a hot second, and I am going to turn it over to you.
Okay. So just to explain what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna be reviewing the movie Godzilla versus Kong. Have I seen it? That's not important, but what is important is that I give you this movie review in place of who is supposed to give it to you today. Our friend Matthias was supposed to give you a comprehensive movie review, very in-depth, but he's not here today. He couldn't make it. So I'm gonna do it perfectly accurately, completely how the movie was and should be. So let's start off. Big important thing you should know first is that Godzilla versus Kong, it was advertised as like this big fight movie, right? In the title, you kind of think it's like Batman versus Superman, like they're gonna fight and which monster wins, right? And that's kind of what I went into it expecting. And I wasn't really ready to be like amazed by it because that's never really been my personal favorite sort of genre, but I felt like it was worth seeing. But actually it is a romance, surprisingly enough. I was surprised too, like you thought Hollywood was gonna give us a big fight movie and it's a romance. Well, let me explain. So you got Godzilla, you got King Kong. They're walking into the city, destroying everything like, the classic movies have shown us. But here's the thing, when they get in the center, they actually meet at this little restaurant on a corner and they sit down for a date. I know. It's it's really cute. They're having a little date, they're asking all those questions about small talk and all that. And it's really exciting. One thing I will have to critique is that the date scene and like that kind of stuff was really cheesy, kind of a really basic rom-com scene. So, I mean, I won't give it that much credit because it just seemed like kind of a copy and paste of those scenes, except giant murderous monsters. Yeah. So they're on a date, and obviously people are still freaking out because buildings are being destroyed. And every time one of these people, one of these monsters laughs, there's a big earthquake. And so like people are trying to figure out what to do. And so we got kind of this like divide between the people. There's these people who's like, we got to take these monsters down. They're too dangerous. Like every time they laugh, again, they cause an earthquake. So, who knows what would happen if they broke up. So anyway, so this side is saying like, we got to take them down. We got to stop this madness. We got to save our people. But the other side is fighting for true love, because Godzilla and King Kong seem to have like a really strong bond, and it's really emotional. It's really beautiful, one of those classic relationships, like in those classic romance movies that you see that you're just like, that is the perfect love. But anyway, so movie continues, and these two sides of humans are kind of like battling over it, and the side for love is trying to stop the people from like firing these missiles and these weapons to try to stop the date. So we return back to the date scene, and it seems like now they're fighting over something. And what are they fighting over? Well, one of them thinks that a hot dog is a sandwich. I know, it's really sad. It's really upsetting, the most horrible splitting argument ever to enter. So we're just like, we're really sad about this. We want them to make it. We want them to get over this. So then we return back to these humans. They're still fighting, and the true love side finally blocks off the other people from all of these dangerous weapons so that they can see how the rest of the date plays out. So this really emotional argument is going on, right? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Obviously it's not, and if you think it is, you are the devil. But finally, Godzilla realizes that a hot dog isn't a sandwich. That's ridiculous. And why would it be included in this movie? But anyway, they finally come together, and they see how they can agree on something once they like finally find the right answer together by working together. And so then King Kong picks up Godzilla, kind of like in a movie poster where he picks up the tiny lady, except it's Godzilla this time. And then he dips Godzilla down into this big long kiss. And that's how the movie ends. It's very sweet, very romantic, and definitely a good movie to see on a second or third date, I'd say. Very nice, very heartwarming. In regards to the people, they all see that true love is real, even if it's between two murderous monsters. So it's really beautiful. And yeah, overall, I can't give the movie like a 5 out of 5, just because, some of these romance scenes between them were a little cheesy and like a little over the top. And it just, again, felt like kind of a copy and paste from every rom-com ever. But I would give it a 4 out of 5 because like, I'm a sucker for romance, it's so beautiful. It's so heartwarming to see Godzilla and King Kong sharing this big long kiss, and it's so beautiful. Thank you.
that was amazing. I feel like I was there in the movie theater with them. Kate, I want to thank you. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and bring on, we're going to bring Molly back in. We're also going to bring our good friend Matt back in. And you two missed one of the best movie reviews I've ever seen. You should go back and watch the live stream. It was amazing. Matt, how you doing, friend?
Good. I'm doing great.
Good. So everybody, I'm sorry, I'm still recovering from that movie review.
I know, I cried like 3 times.
If that's the movie you saw, I would have cried 3 times too. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some improv, and I'm just letting folks know. I don't know how this is gonna go. This could be a hot mess. So Matt, I'm going to let you lead this. You take us away, my friend.
All right. Let's start with let's get 2 people. Volunteer, maybe? No?
I'll volunteer.
Chris and Kate. How about that?
All right.
Okay. One of you will okay. Chris will be a pizza maker, and Kate will be a car salesman. Go.
Okay.
Hi, I'm I'm here. You want to buy it? You want to buy a pizza?
No, I'm actually here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
What? But okay. Can we? Do you want to do it over lunch? I make pizzas. You see.
Well, I sell cars, and that's more important right now. Would you like to buy this car? I have it like right in front of your restaurant in case you can see, that old truck. Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay. Well, how many pizzas do you think I could fit in that thing?
Easily like 500. Yeah.
That's a lot of pizzas. That's a lot of pizzas. I don't. Okay. Well. I mean, how much are you charging for this thing?
I'm willing to bargain actually. I will put the starting price at 5,000, and you can kind of tell me if you're feeling that price. Maybe we can see if we can work out a deal.
All right. I got a counter offer. What about one stuffed crust pepperoni and mushroom pizza?
That does sound good, but I am deathly allergic to mushrooms.
Oh, we can do black olives instead. We can do black olives.
Okay. I also hate olives, so maybe not that.
Do you have a thing with pepperoni that I don't know about?
No, pepperoni is the god of pizza.
Okay, I thought you might say that because earlier this really large lizard and this really large monkey stopped by and had a pepperoni pizza, and there was other stuff going on, but they really seemed to like it.
Yeah, I trust monkeys and lizard creatures, so yeah, I'll take one.
Excellent. I will take your car in exchange for this delicious hot pepperoni stuffed crust pizza.
Thank you for the za, my good man.
And scene. See, that is a perfect example of how improv doesn't have to be funny to be good. All right, Matt, what you got? You got something else? Molly hasn't joined the fun yet. I think it's time she was voluntold.
All right. Who wants to stay, Chris or Kate?
Chris and I would
All right.
love.
Okay. Let's have.
Would love to do what? Hang on. What would we love to do, Molly?
We'd love to play the alphabet game.
Oh, okay. We could play the alphabet game.
Let's do this. Here.
Okay, so let's explain the rules, Matt, to our huge number of viewers.
Hey, we're up to 2.
Hey, that's a
It's
big
probably
number.
Nice.
me. One of those is me.
Oh, I wonder if one of those is me. Okay, so the rules of the alphabet game are Matt is going to give us a place.
Like a conflict. We need a conflict.
And Kate is going to give us a conflict. So we've got a place and a conflict, and then Matt is going to choose a random letter of the alphabet for us to start.
That's not how it works.
You can start anywhere.
I've never done it this way, but okay.
Yeah, you get to start anywhere, and the idea is each response has to start with the letter that is next in the alphabet, right? All right. So
we have to go all the way through back to that letter.
All the way back through to that letter, yes.
Okay.
Shoot.
Where's the alphabet?
You have a computer in front of you. I'm pulling up the alphabet.
That's cheating.
Yep.
Don't cheat, Matt. He's cheating, Matt.
All right. I won't do it.
You just
Okay,
in your head, you have to go element of keywords.
All right. So give us, what did I say Matt was going to give us? What's happening here?
All right, I'm going to give 2 jobs, 2 professions, and then I'm going to give you a place.
Okay, so go for it.
All right, let's have a food critic and a farmer at a soccer field.
I'm a farmer.
I'm a food critic.
What's our conflict, Kate?
What's our conflict?
So the conflict is over how the farmer is raising his animals, and the food critic is arguing that the taste is different based on what kind of lives the animals lead.
Oh, good conflict. And give us a random starting letter, Matt.
Let's do C.
Okay. All right.
Who do you want to start first, Matt?
Let's have Molly start.
Can you believe how well fed these cows are?
Do you understand how much the quality of life affects the taste of this Wagyu beef?
Every farmer understands that.
Fine, you say you understand that, but I can see that there are definitely places for improvement around this farm.
Go over to the corner of the barn, and I want you to take the video footage down from last Tuesday, and you will see exactly what I mean about these cows living their fullest life.
Have you considered what happens away from the cameras? Have you looked at what happens in that shed over there? There's nefarious cow activity happening.
I don't think you understand that I'm always here. I don't go other places. I'm not leaving them to just be on their own. I'm watching.
Just because you're here doesn't mean that you're able to see 24 hours and all of the acreage of this farm.
Karen, you get over here and tell this man that I'm always here.
Listen, you're not going to scare me away with a Karen.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L. Listen, mister.
That's what I said.
Listen,
You're on M.
I lost. I just lost the game.
So that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Matt.
That is the first time I've ever lost that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Starting
in the middle of the alphabet threw me off.
It's tricky. It's tricky. Well, Shannon Miller was one of our viewers. Carbon footprint. That would have been a really good one to throw out there. Matt, Kate, Molly, as always, I want to thank you for joining us. This has been such a great, fun episode. Want to remind folks to check out our website for more info on our Trike School of Magical Arts camps and any of our camps that are open and online for any of our camps that are online and open for registration. Molly.
If you are enrolling for a camp, make sure that you are using a laptop or a regular old computer, because doing it from your phone is a little tricky.
It's a little tricky. Thanks for that note. Thanks for that note. Folks, again, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and letting us just be wacky and coming into your home for a half hour. We will see you around here next time. Everyone, let's dance it out, friends.